What's up, guys? Just got done watching ConnorBenn win a very wide decision over Pete Dobson. It was justifiable, the scorecards, I guess, but the fight was a lot closer than that. Dobson was a game fighter, and I thought he was going to come out there and just be too slow for Benn, and he was like that in the first couple of rounds. But Benn couldn't get him out of there. Benn tried. Benn tried in the first half of the fight, especially. I mean, Benn did not take his foot off the gas, and credit to ConnorBenn. Like, I know nobody wants to hear this, and the Benn haters are going to be out on this one. But credit to ConnorBenn for going 12 rounds, and he did not take one round off. He might have lost a few rounds, but in those rounds, he hit Dobson with a lot of clean shots. It's just those were the rounds that Dobson decided to get on the front foot a little bit. And I think Benn was going too much for the knockout. He wasn't being his defensive awareness just wasn't there. But I don't know how much of that was, like I said, he was just trying to impress too much or just because the defense isn't there. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he was trying to go for the finish because the guy's got a lot of haters out there. But I think this is a good thing for ConnorBenn. I'm not here to talk about all this shit outside of the ring. I can care less. Every video I see on ConnorBenn, it's always like, he was excellent. He yoked him up or something like that. Like, that shit's corny. Like, I'm not here to do that. Like, what the guy showed in the ring, he was good. And like I said, I didn't think he had the stamina with his explosive style. I didn't know how much stamina the guy had. And this is something to prove that. You prove that against a durable guy. I just think Dobson's better than what we gave him credit for. I mean, I bet ConnorBenn at 14-1. So, you would think 14-1, you should probably knock that guy out. We didn't knock him out, but you won 11 out of 12 rounds. And I'm telling you that the Benn haters are going to be out on him. And they're going to say, couldn't knock Dobson out, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Like, it's never a bad performance if you win 11 or 12 rounds. Same thing with Shakur Stevenson. Rest in peace his career. But, same thing with Shakur Stevenson versus De Los Santos. The guy won every fucking round. What do you want him to do? Like, I always say, if you have a boring fight, blame it on the fucking loser. Blame it on the guy who didn't win one fucking round. Blame it on the guy who didn't open up and he just survived for 11 rounds. Don't blame it on the guy who won 11 or 12 rounds out of 12. So in this fight, it was even more because Benn could have taken his foot off the gas 9 rounds into the fight if he wanted to. But he didn't. He kept going the whole fight. And he got clocked a few times, but, to me, like, it shows that he could take a punch a little bit. Like, it is not good for a fighter like ConnorBenn to keep running through guys at this stage of his career. It's not. All it's going to do is build up his ego, force him to not work on his defense, and then he's going to get his clock cleaned as soon as he steps up and fight a top 10 fighter. That could happen anyways. But these are good fights. He's going to go back home and watch film on this. He's probably going to be disappointed in his performance, but I think this is a good thing for him. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I like this guy's at this stage of his career. He should have been fighting a fighter that can get him to that point. And Dobson brought him to that point, which, like I said, I think that's a good thing. But let me know what you guys think about Benn. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be calling him pillow fists and stuff, and he can't do it without the steroids. That's going to be another thing that'll pop up on social media and everything. I don't agree with any of that. I think Benn put on a good performance, and he should be happy with himself. But this is going to force him to work on his game. And, credit to him for winning 11 out of 12 rounds. It was a good fight. But let me know what you guys think in the bottom. And let me know who you guys think Benn should fight next. I don't want to see him go anywhere near Terrence Crawford like people are saying. But, let's see him fight like a fringe top 15, top 20 guy, preferably in the UK if he's allowed to fight there. Give him a British guy that, has a little bit of a name to him. And just have him keep fighting them. But let the guy work on his stuff. He's young enough to where he could become a good fighter. He could become a top 10 guy in this weight class. I mean, it's not that hard to see, guys. I mean, everyone's going to compare him like to Terrence Crawford and just say he's shit. Like, you shouldn't be comparing him to somebody like that. You should just see him for what he is. And, unfortunately with who his dad is, you can't really do that. But I'm able to put all that stuff aside and just say, this is a good performance by ConnorBenn. This is also a good performance by Pete Dobson. People don't like to do that nowadays. They just like to hate one side, shit on the other side constantly. I mean, it's all that mess. Like, I'm not here to do that. Like, good performance by both. But let me know how you think Conor Benn did, and who you think he should fight next. Have a good one.